The bear and tiger are two of the most powerful predators to walk the earth today, both among the strongest animals pound for pound in the world. So when you put them together, you can expect some insane fighting moments between predators. It's one thing to see the two species pitted against each other in nature. These are 10 of the craziest fighting moments between predators. Number 10. Pack of wild dogs kill hyena. This hyena is in a lot of trouble, and it's not laughing about it. The hyena is encircled by a large pack of wild dogs which is attempting to defend itself, but the attacks are coming in spurts from all sides. There's simply too many dogs chasing the hyena. I am truly astonished by the hyena's ability to keep it cool and stand its ground in the face of so much adversity for such a long time. This hyena just robbed a pack of wild dogs for their food, and they are on the trail to go get it back. They pursue the lone hyena and bite it from all sides when they come up to it. But the hyena is tough and defends itself to the best of its ability. When a hyena tries to get a portion of the wild dog's kill, it gets into difficulty, and the dogs can multitask and eat and fight at the same time. However, when a couple more hyenas enter the fight, they can grab the carcass. However, the dogs do not give up lightly and assault the hyenas once more. The treasure is held by the two hyenas, but they are encircled by wild dogs, and it becomes an all-out conflict. The dogs assault the hyenas like a swarm of bees, knocking the hyenas out and allowing them to recover the cadaver while the hyenas look at the birds. What a fight to kill is being enjoyed by these wild dogs. But a couple of hyenas interrupt the festivities. The dogs try to fend them off while continuing to eat. But you know how tough hyenas can be. A couple of guard dogs while the others eat under the hyena's watchful eye. The dogs encircle the hyena, but it fights back. Number 9. Hawaiian attack wild dogs. These wild dogs are looking for something around this water hole. Nothing is really happening except for the dogs being curious. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a lion sprints towards the dogs as the dogs immediately scramble to safety. Lions are the continent's most fearless and vicious carnivores. Few animals, unless they are in high numbers like hyenas or perhaps even wild dogs, will dabble with lions. However, as soon as a pride of lions appears, everyone flees for their life. In this clip, a lioness attacks a wild dog and it kills it clean. No fuss, no mess, just a straight kill. She holds the dog in her mouth for a few minutes and looks around, making sure that there are no other dogs in the close vicinity. The dogs come looking to see what happened to their friend. But when they see the lioness drop their friend and chase them, they run for their lives. A pride of lions, led by a few male lions, charge a wild dog and take it down. One of the male lions holds the dog tight, but none of the felines begin to eat it. They just leave it there. The dog is badly hurt, but it's still breathing. Number 8. Jaguar attacks crocodile. When a stealthy jaguar sneaks up behind it and crushes its neck, this caiman regrets taking a day off at the beach. The caiman's vacation comes to an end abruptly as the jaguar grills the reptile's tasty body. This jaguar wastes little time diving into the water to slay a caiman as if it were an inflatable doll. It grabs the caiman and carries it out of the water. Here's another jaguar jumping headfirst into the water to kill another caiman. Killing caimans for jaguars looks to be their national pastime. The jaguar is so powerful, it's able to carry the caiman out of the water and climb a small river bank with the caiman in its mouth without a problem. Number 7. Honey badger kills snake. Honey badgers are my favorite. Watch how this honey badger destroys a puff adder snake. The snake is able to inject the badger with its venom right before dying, but that's not a problem for the badger. When the venom takes effect, the badger takes a nap for a few hours and gets back to eating the snake when it wakes up. The badger is sort of immune to the puff adder's venom, so it doesn't kill it, but it does have the unique effect of a tranquilizer. This time, honey badger chases a Cape cobra, and I must admit, I've never seen an animal so happy to see a cobra. But the honey badger is ecstatic simply because it knows it's immune and will get to eat. I don't know if the badger killed this huge snake, but it's certainly taking advantage of it and eating what it can. Number 6. Centipede attacks snake. If you thought giant centipedes were just slimy, disgusting, wiggly insects, think again. Watch how the centipede chews up the snake. The snake struggles to free itself from the centipede's hold, but it doesn't look like it's getting away. I guess all those legs come in handy when you are fighting a snake. Another centipede is giving a snake a hard time this time. Outside, the centipede has wrapped itself around the snake's head, and the two creatures keep turning over quickly. I think it's over for the snake. Who would have ever thought a centipede could do this to a snake? The centipede is a snake in a head box, and both animals are wiggling their bodies, but the centipede seems to have the upper hand. It is biting through the snake, which is not doing much to defend itself. This centipede takes the snake under a rock away from the onlookers to do its thing. I'm betting my money on the centipede. What about you? Number 5. Lion attacks and kills hyena. These lions attack a lone hyena, and it's not pretty. The hyena tries its best to run away, but it's not getting away from a couple of male lions. The hyena made a big mistake going there, and it's probably going to pay with its life. When lionesses are stuck fighting hyenas, the battles are sort of even, all depending on how many hyenas and lions are involved. But number 4. Dog versus wolves. These dogs attack a lone wolf, and the wolf is in trouble. I don't think any of these dogs one-on-one against the wolf would win. Before against one is a different story. The wolf finally manages to stand up and run, but is taken back down again by the dogs. This Tibetan Messi fights a few wolves, and that, I must say, is incredibly impressive. These two dogs run from these two wolves, but the wolves catch up to them. One of the dogs leaves his friend alone to deal with the wolves. The wolves aren't that aggressive, but the dogs decide to run until one of the dogs decides it's time to reverse the roles and chase the wolves. Wow, this is ever confusing. These two dogs have a solid grip on this wolf, and it won't be easy for the wolf to free itself. The wolf finally gets up, but the dogs don't let up, and the fight continues. Number 3. Tiger and panther versus anaconda. In this black and white film, a large tiger is taking shots at a python. The snake can be seen lunging at the tiger at one point with its mouth open, but the tiger bites back. The snake eventually coils itself around the tiger as the tiger tries to fend it off by jumping from side to side. To be honest, I'm not sure the tiger will be able to get out of this jam. This black panther fights an anaconda. You can see the black cat bite and try to pull the snake, preventing it from entering the water. The snake is trying to escape, but the big cat follows it into the water and grabs it again. This is quite surprising. I would have thought the snake would have given the cat a better fight, but it looks like the black feline is getting the best of the snake. At some point, the snake manages to wrap itself around the cat's head, but only for a few seconds. A jaguar joins the fight and helps a black cat defeat the snake. Number 2. Leopard versus python. A leopard cub in South Africa's Kruger National Park notices something lurking in the brush and approaches it as if it were preparing to engage adversary to further investigate. The cub's mother comes over, assuming an offensive posture against the evasive target. When the prey is drawn out, it's not an easy task to bring it down. The leopard is forced to leap back when a rock python, Africa's largest snake, strikes, allowing it to make a brief escape. Even with its young on the sidelines, the leopard is up for a fight and takes on the legless prey. A safari guide and a group of tourists were able to get up close and personal with the tussle. The leopard manages to bite a python and drags it a few meters on the ground. But at one point, the leopard lets go with the snake, which returns into the water the moment it can. This leopard meets a huge snake in the bush and growls a whole lot, giving the snake a few taps on the back. But that's about it. I would growl and run as fast as I could if I met a snake in the bush. It doesn't look like the leopard will have snake noodles for lunch today. Number 1. Jaguar versus puma. This puma goes to the higher hills as it detects a jaguar down below. The puma ambushes the jaguar, and the two engage in combat. There's a lot of snarling, then the puma pounces on the jaguar just as it's ready to flee. They fight like two big cats would, and the puma manages to frighten the jaguar away, which is a pleasant surprise. This jaguar is looking for something, and it looks like it's a puma. The jaguar attacks the puma, and a lot of growls and hisses can be heard as they roll over each other, attempting to get as many bites and scratches in as possible. The cougar eventually runs away. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they are uploaded. That's it for now. Let's